34 years ago, smallpox was eradicated. The world thought it was all over, but little did they know, small amounts of it were stored in freezers across the world. This infectious disease has killed millions throughout the years and believed to have emerged in human populations around 10,000 BC. Although it was eradicated 34 years ago, many scientists experimenting with strains of smallpox have been contaminated, and supposedly smallpox has been used in biological warfare.
Welcome to the world of science. Here's your host, Rick Patel.
Hello everybody, my name is Rick Patel, and this is the world of science. Today, Dr. Kathleen Murphy, PhD, has found the cure for cancer. We will give you more updates as we get more news. Elsewhere, a scientist named Aditya Murali was contaminated with the smallpox virus, working in a CDC facility in Atlanta earlier this week. Smallpox was a disease that was eradicated in the late 70s that was a great pandemic which infected millions in the 20th century. Instead of getting the treatment, he isolated himself in a level 4 room in the facility. He decided to record the advancement of the virus throughout his body. Let's take a look.
I just had an accident in the lab while I was working with smallpox. I hope this video will help future generations understand the effects of smallpox. I've been experiencing the early effects of the smallpox virus over the past couple days. My temperature has been at 102 degrees, and I've had severe aches and pains in my body. I've started to notice small red dots in my mouth that have spread out throughout my body. Surprisingly, my fever has gone down and I'm feeling better. My rashes have now hardened and feel like little BB pellets underneath my skin. It is evident that the smallpox has gone throughout my body, and it's only a matter of time till it consumes me and I die. My pustules have formed at the scabs, and I only have a few days to live. Most of my scabs are beginning to fall, and
In other news, rapper Jaimin, J-M-I-N, Patel has just released his new single, Cough Cough, I Got Smallpox. This song was inspired by Dr. Murali's recent conundrum. Let's take a look.
Started from the freezer, now we're here. Started from the freezer, now the whole nation's in fear. This biology rap is partly about smallpox, so let me help you help the students out if you're all lost. Smallpox starts in a period of incubation. If it's not taken care of, then it'll affect the whole nation. 7 to 17 days, nothing will happen. Your skin will stay flat and you won't be contagious. But drum face, this stage is sometimes contagious. Fever 2 to 4 days, and normal malaise, and the body aches. You can day and night, the fever is usually high, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. The early rash starts up as it emerges inside your mouth and on your tongue. Then turn into more than 4 sores and break open like they've been slashed by a sword. Then spread the virus all around your mouth and your throat. You're contagious now, the sores in your mouth and on your tongue all break down, but you still got on a great sound. There's more of them, there's more to come on your arms and on your face, your hands, feet, and your legs. The rash covers your whole entire body in less than a day. As the rash appears, the fever's no longer here, and after like 3 days there'll be bumps and they'll be raised. And after the 4th day, all I can say is breathe brave. The bumps filled with thick, opaque, slick liquid. Smallpox has a major distinguishing characteristic. Most of you will get this if it's smallpox that you're sick with. The BB pellet bumps filled with a thick, opaque fluid. Not to mention the crater that's sprayed right up into it. I'm able to do it because Murphy taught me. Onto the pustular rap, bumps to pustules always sharply.
Duration.
It feels as long as a highway. If you want to know more about this disease, then listen to everything I say. Everything has been contagious so far. I go so hard, harder than the scabs in the crust in the 5th stage. Now this rap's almost over. The sores have scabbed over, and this whole time you were stuck with a smelly, sweet, pungent odor. 6th stage, no more cough, sickness fades, scabs all off. 7th stage, now you're happy, your skin is no longer scabby.
Wow, what a great song. In light of all this talk about smallpox, scientists all over the world begun to research on smallpox and other poxes like mousepox and monkeypox. Let's check it out.
I'm Dr. Pranay from the Australian Disease Association, where my group created an altered version of mousepox that could kill resistant mice. We added the mouse IL-4 gene that can make the disease more lethal. We experimented and wanted to see if we could make a version of mousepox that could infect resistant and adapted mice. We ended up with 60% of the immunized mice getting killed and killing all of the resistant mice.
Hi, I'm Dr. Phillip from the CDC, where my group experimented with a set of monkeys that were exposed to smallpox particles. We wanted to find out if smallpox could infect other primates like monkeys, as monkeypox infected humans. In Western and Central African forests, the monkeypox diseases made a trans-species jump into people. Some scientists even believed that monkeypox could end up replacing smallpox for the human species. We resulted with all but one of the monkeys dying from smallpox, which proved that smallpox could infect other primates.
That's it for this newscast. I'll see you tomorrow.